Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. New messages every day. Every day, new people come in. Very good. We continue the process. There is still plenty of time to carry out the third procedure. Many have felt some things, many continue to feel nothing, many are even starting to see some things, many continue to see nothing. It doesn't matter. Don't compare yourself to each other. Each of you is an independent soul, it is a soul with a degree of evolution, and each of you absorbs what is being done differently. Some absorb it in a very intense way, so everything that is done, you can see, you can feel, but in the vast majority no. The vast majority cost a little. Why? Because limiting beliefs exist. You are not yet fully ready for everything that is being done. So you, deep down, still don't believe it. They make a huge effort, they have faith, they try to believe, but deep down they don't believe it. Then things start, they take longer to happen, but they will happen. Because even you, deep down, don't believe it. You really want to believe, you open yourself to the new. Then he will eventually come, perhaps not in the time you are expecting, but it will eventually come. Don't worry, you're not doing anything wrong. Everything will come at its right time, at your right time, for each of you. Nothing is overdue. Everything is going as it should. I don't know if many are realizing, but in the last few days the energy load has been very high. Some symptoms are quite exacerbated: headaches, pain in the shoulders, neck, nausea. All of these symptoms are perfectly normal, due to the large degree of energies that are arriving. But why are more energies arriving? Because it is necessary for the process to be completed. Gaia's crystalline grid is brilliant, but it still has some broken points. So we need to intensify the light, so that these points are closed. The dark ones no longer have bases on the planet. They find themselves totally lost, trying to make their way through this grate, but they are no longer able to do so. Their attempts have been in vain, but some of them even cause damage, but they can no longer communicate with the outside world. So it's an ant's work, in which they undo it and we do it again, and each time with more force. Then stronger and stronger energies have to arrive, to simply neutralize their last forces. A lot will happen in the next month. Next month will be a decisive month in this entire process. Not a month of catastrophes, not a month of cataclysms. Don't wait for that. Just expect many decisions and many truths to come to light. That's what will happen. Everything is being prepared for this to happen, and we hope that we can do everything within the time frame we are planning. This is our goal. Returning to the doubts some of you have while listening to my messages. Once again, I will not question those who do not believe and who say that none of this is true. Everyone has their own time. Everyone will wake up at the right time. I don't mind that. Don't get carried away by people who put doubts in your mind. Follow your thoughts. Follow your hearts. Today I'm going to talk about a subject that some have raised, which is an interesting subject, and which is worth commenting on. Who am I? Well, for those who already know me, I am Archangel Michael. I have been on this planet for many eons. I have been in the universe for many eons. I am a warrior archangel. Many know me for my sword, which has the power to cut, to eliminate evil, and to open paths. But who am I? Let's go back in time a little. Many try to understand. They try to find answers to who our God is, and many of us speak of our Father or Mother God. Yes, because there are two sides, the male side and the female side. So it is our Father or Mother God. I will not go into the merits of defining it here. What is He? He is the great energy that moves this universe. There is no counterpoint to Him. Nothing has your power and no one has your power. You can imagine that between a universe so large, that in fact, you have no idea how big it is, if it is necessary for there to be commands further down, because if he bothered to take care of everything, something would have already gotten out of his control, even with all his strength and power, because he is omnipresent and omnipotent. But that's not how it works. There are those who are at his service, as if they were pieces of himself. So it's as if it unfolds into several, and these various unfold into several others, and so the levels happen. I'm not going to go into the merits of talking about dimensions here, because the time has not yet come. You will need to know a little more about what this universe is so that you can understand certain things. Many of you still cannot understand what a dimension is. As I have already tried to explain a few times, it is a level of frequency, of emanation of light, of high vibration. So in each dimension there are beings. And each dimension encompasses the smaller dimensions as if they were shells, one covering the others, but they are not just shells, there is a world within each dimension and the beings responsible for each one. There are some classes that were created by you to define some types of beings. A lot of things have been passed down over time in the wrong way. One day you will have access to the real story of what has happened on this planet. But they will have access to everything, with nothing to hide. But the time has not yet come. Because the truth is all written, in places where there are humans on earth who know where it is, but who made a point of hiding it from you. Then, these truths will appear, but no, they will not come from anyone's mouth, not even mine. They are written in detail and you will have access to them in their entirety. So just have a little more patience, because everything will be revealed, everything will be shown and displayed in its most perfect origin. Continuing. So, within some of these dimensions, there are some beings, including me. They call me Archangel, because they called this class angels, so that they could organize, within the human mind, things the way they think they are. So within the classification that was made by you, we are in the lowest classes, just above the angels. I don't care, I would just like to ask a question. If today I have the power to destroy with my sword all the evil that can reach this planet, how can I have such a low rating? Why don't the beings above me appear? They don't take any action, let's put it that way. Why? Because everything is wrong. You are in the habit of always having commanders, powers, who has power over the other. So let's put everyone on top of each other, and so you created. But it's nothing like that. They call me Archangel, because they like to call me that, and I took on this nomenclature. I'm not human. I have no physical body, never had. I am a being that is pure energy, pure light. Some have already seen me, from very far away, because my light, if you get too close, blinds you, it's so strong. So you have to see me almost like a star, such is the size of my light. I'm not trying to show off here, saying that I'm better than others. No, that's not it. That kind of feeling doesn't exist between us. For us, beings of light, we are all the same, since you like to put labels, we are all from the same hierarchy. There is no one better than the other. Yes, there are different functions. Each group has a function. Each group acts in a position, not that there is one who is stronger or less strong, everyone has what they have to have. So many think, what would I be like? I repeat again, I am pure light, I am not human. But how to represent this to you? Remember, religions created many saints because they needed you to believe in something, but in something it is palpable. One could not talk about light, energy, centuries ago, no one would understand anything. So it would have to impersonate those they knew had power. So many gained physical clothing. Many became saints, but the vast majority were never human. Yes, you have saints who were once human, who by performing miracles, you ascended them to saints. Perfect. But for the most part, saints do not exist as humans, they are pure energy. And in this case I include myself in them. Then they put me in the most varied outfits and physiognomies possible. If you search for my photo on the internet, you will find me in several ways. Each one thought of me differently. The image of me slaying a dragon, someone thought that way, that I would have to personify myself as a warrior angel who slays dragons, because dragons, at the time, were considered evil beings. I would never kill a dragon. You will still know a lot about them. Yes, there are those who personify evil, but the vast majority do not, they are beings of light and good. So all images, all portraits, all photos were personifications of the human mind. So for us too, often appearing to you in the form of a ball of light, is complicated. So it's easy for us to put on human clothing, put on a face, and appear to you, as if it were the way you see the photos. And then, many say they have already seen me. Perfect, they really saw me, but they saw me in human clothing. Not that I'm human, because I'm not. I am pure light, an unfolding of our Father or Mother God. I am one of those offshoots of it. I come straight from the source. I have no race. I don't come from any planet. I am one of its offshoots, me and many others. But since the focus here is me, so I'm talking about me. So don't be fooled, that I'm speaking as a low-ranking being. How can such a small being talk so much? That's how you placed me, in a hierarchy down there, inside your minds. Because these hierarchies here in the astral do not exist. This was unfolding from your mind, not from here. When we create groups, yes, there are types of angels, the types of groups, it was not with the intention of one being better than the other, one being more powerful than the other, no, they are just hierarchies. Not power hierarchies, hierarchy of functions, which are very different from each other. They gave me the name Archangel. Perfect. I took on that name because it spread so widely on your planet that there is no way I can tell people today not to call me that anymore. Many see me as Saint Michael the Archangel, Saint Michael the Archangel, it doesn't matter. I have many names, but they are all me. So let it be very clear to each of you. I'm not human. I don't come from any race. I am an offshoot of our Father or Mother God. I have the same energy, the same strength as Him, that's why my power is so great. Otherwise, I wouldn't have all this power. What do you mean, as many say, a being so small can talk and tell things? Well, I would be a small being, because until I was that I wouldn't care, because if my job were to come here to say what I say, I would be here with all the love. I don't care what they think about me. Whether or not they believe me. Much has been said to you that you are small, sinful, too low to have contact with beings of light. Because that was the intention, always keep them away from us. But today we are showing you that no, that this is a big lie. That you can see us, let us speak through you, without any problems, without being a superhuman being or a special human being. No, a human being like any other. Just want it. Just follow the path. Anyone can. Then my brothers, the truths, the real truths, will come to light. But they will not be said. Beforehand, I tell you one thing, do not believe in truths that will be told by humans. Many humans will rise up and claim to be representatives of the above, and they will tell stories, they will tell truths, which for them are truths. Do not believe it, because we will not raise up any human to speak on our behalf. When we have to say something, at the right time, we will speak. It won't be through anyone. The truths will appear written, old, and very well kept. It will not be humans who will speak every word of them to you, because otherwise everything will remain the same. Because these writings are not in a language you understand. So, if a human decides to speak, he will say what is convenient for him, and the truth will continue to be hidden, because many will not accept losing their power. Then they cannot be spoken by humans. Everything will be translated, not by humans. You will know the truth, yes, but by other people who will come here and tell you the truth. The truth that you need to know and that has been hidden for too long. Then many will ask, but can't those who are going to arrive and talk also lie? You just need to look for the truth. Your computers today are very intelligent. Take what is written and translate it. No problem. You will see that what is being said is true, because you will find the same words. Because if that happens, we won't let your computers be manipulated into saying what you want. Realize, my brothers, that nothing is very easy. We will have to act very heavily on your communications for all this truth to come to light. Nothing can be the way you do it today. But we already know how we're going to do it. So don't worry how will you know? You will know, one by one, but not through the voice of a human, never by a human voice, because no human comes forward to tell the truth, in this kind of thing. Yes, we are channeling some messages. They are small messages. These are messages that can be spoken through a human, because they are channels. But the great truth, the big topics, cannot be done through pipes. They will have to be done in another way for you to believe, otherwise you won't believe it. You will find that the humans who are channeling are also manipulating the information. So it can't be like that. And it won't be like that. We know how we're going to do it. Nobody knows. We know. It will be a big surprise for the entire planet. Because the whole planet will hear it at the same time. Not through news, newspapers, radio. No. The entire planet will hear it at the same time. So we already know how we're going to do it. So my brothers, don't worry about what's to come. The truths will come, and you will all know, so many things that you want to know, but that were never told to you. I am Archangel Michael. And I'm always here, by each one's side. It doesn't matter how strong I am. It doesn't matter how big my power is. My love is big enough to be beside each of you and help you on this journey.